Welcome back to the Homestead. So we've been working on figuring out what we're going to do for internet here at the Homestead as well as out on the road when we go camping. We plan on doing a bit more camping as we move on here, and I kept looking at different ideas, and one of the things that kept coming up in my suggestions was a company called Nomad, Nomad Internet. They use cellular networks across the US, and you get basically unlimited data for a certain amount of money per month. They have a couple plans right now. They have I think it's a strong pink and a super strong red, or so there's a red and a pink plan anyways. They suggested the pink plan for us because it's based on T-Mobile, and that looked like it was good for where we're at, and looks like it'll cover pretty much anywhere we're going to go. So we went ahead and we purchased it. I think it was $129 to purchase the kit, and then you pay per month after that. I think the service is like $129 a month too, so it is a little pricey, but it is unlimited. So what you get when your friendly FedEx guy shows up is a cardboard box, and inside the box you get your router, your wall adapter, and an instruction sheet from Nomad. And the way this looks could vary depending on which model you pick and which color plan. On the pink plan, they actually have a battery-powered router that will support like 15 devices. So if you're traveling a lot and you didn't have a lot of devices, that might be really good. This one has a 12-volt adapter, so we can cut this off and wire it into the camper, or get another one and wire it into the camper. So when we are camping, we can run it off the battery instead of the inverter if we want. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to power this up, and we're going to go through the instructions and connect it to the computer. It's supposed to be really easy. It's supposed to only be like 2 steps. Well, 3, I guess. You plug it in, you find the Wi-Fi on your computer, and you enter the password, and you're good to go. You can also plug this in to multiple devices hardwired, so you could have a switch downstream of this and plug a lot of devices in. So like if we're using it in the house, we'd probably plug this into our router and let everything downstream go through that. So let's see if we can find a receptacle.
Right there behind you.
Seems to be one right there behind me, as Sue points out. And we're going to plug this thing in. Does not appear to be any power button on ours, and you'll see there's some lights coming on. It's probably booting up. I would expect those lights to blink a few times to do something, and then only one of them or 2 of them come on, most likely. There's a Wi-Fi one, there's a 3G, a 4G, some LAN ones. So I suspect we'll see one of the cellular ones come on here in a minute. So this says it can take up to an hour to connect to all the local towers and find the best one. I doubt it's going to take that long. So what we'll probably do is we'll let this thing go through its cycle until we see a cellular light come on, and then we'll bring you back. Alright, so we've been about 15 minutes. We've let it connect to cell towers, and the little LED that's got a picture of the world above it's blinking, and the Wi-Fi light is showing activity. And we can now load a web page. So we're going to go ahead and do a speed test and see what we're getting for speeds here. .29 millisecond ping is really good. Averaging about 22 megabits download. That's actually more than we need. We only have about 10 right now. And about 15 uploading, which is actually better than we have now too at home. We have through our microwave link that we're using, we get about 9 up. I mean, not 6 up, sorry. 9 down and 6 up. So that's about double what we're getting right now through a microwave link to town where there's cable internet. So we're going to run it for a while and see. They have a, I think it's a 7-day return policy. If you're unhappy at all in the first 7 days, you call them up, put it in the box, send it back, 100% refund, no questions asked. This is going to allow us to work while in the camper very well, I believe. Any place that has cell coverage, we should have a good service. And the antennas, a couple of them are for Wi-Fi and a couple of them are for the cellular connection. So, when we get this set up in the camper, we'll end up setting it up in a closet somewhere, wherever we can get power to it, and just leave it. And then we'll always have Wi-Fi in the camper. So I think that's about it. We'll do a follow-up video later on after we use this. We're headed to Tennessee here, camping at some point. So we'll try to do a follow-up video on this after we've used it for like a week on the road and tell you our impressions and thoughts there after the fact. So that's about it. Any questions on Nomad Internet? It's nomadinternet.com. You go to their website. They've been very helpful to work with. Go there and reach out to them or leave us some questions down below. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.